down toward the kickoff here at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Chicago Bears and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but He was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
No gain on the play.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up third and long.
It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. LeBear's offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Eagles nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is hard. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It is a big play for the Eagles. 47 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Jake Elliott.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Williams. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here's Gibson to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Kevin Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On second down, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On second down, Barkley. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
Second and 8.
Look him up on a second down and 8. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another Eagles first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Hurts again. That one taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Bears 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They'll run. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jalen Phillips in on the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll get about 5.
Swift, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's now third.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
34 yards.
A big-time play for the Bears. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal, Chicago.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Manungai is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On incentives for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
42-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
43-yard line.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
First down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
37-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this out to Swift. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Hurts pass. Complete to Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now quick throw taken in by Brown. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and long for Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half.
Cairo
3
Santos
points,
to
all
kick
that
off for
separates these
Chicago.
two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. And in motion is Brown. A first down throw for Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
A gain of 9 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hurts to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And that'll set up 4th down.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open, take off, become a runner, extend the drive, pick up the first down.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
To A.J. Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Jake Elliott to kick
So following the
off for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And an Eagles.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's going to be incomplete. Hufford's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On second down, Hurts. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On third down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
He's got room past the 35. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Room to run past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Connection made. It's Burden. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Throw it again. It's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burden. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. 1st down, and more inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
That's another.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To throw is Williams. On the move left. And he's in! Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Bears 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it here with Saquon. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 11. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A short pass there, and he's got Branson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Williams going to keep it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain on the play.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Chicago.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
The Bears sending out their punt team. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Barkley, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's taken in by Dotson. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Philadelphia.
12 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Bears 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts going to call his own number.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now, 2nd and 4. Swift. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. He gets this complete to Burden. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's to the tight end, Loveland. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. That's out left and complete to Burden. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's a
18.
second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Swift. Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts, taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.